We've got three things on tap tonight. A case of Onyx Preferred Players Autographed Baseballs, Encased Football, woohoo, a Friday release. I kind of am digging these weeks where we get new releases on Wednesdays and Fridays. It's a little more work, but yeah, it's a lot more fun. And then a case of Select Basketball will be the third thing that we'll tear into tonight. Before we get started ripping into our boxes and our cases and our packs, we have a little pre-break info to go over, so let's get rolling with that. First up, feedback. I have it completely automated on eBay. I do that so that you don't ever have to wait on me. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get positive feedback in return through the wonders of automation. And of course, the second message there, just to say thank you. I appreciate you being here. Always appreciate those who bid and break and chat with me. And we are looking next at things that are listed on eBay that we'll be breaking over the next few days. Tomorrow night, a Gold Rush autograph basketball jersey and half case of Heritage baseball. It will be the start of a new case for Heritage. Sunday, a Leaf autograph full-size football helmet, the last one I have. A case of 2018-19 Leaf Best Basketball, also the last case of that I have. A 20-box master case of Contenders Optic Football. On Monday, we'll open Encased again, and we'll open Donruss Baseball again, which will be the back half of the case that we started last night. We'll finish on Monday night. Tuesday will be Leaf Valiant Baseball. Yeah, that's the one that will have a graded card in it, along with our regular autograph hits. One will be graded to 9.5 or better. We'll open a third case of Select Basketball on Tuesday night as well. On Wednesday, they moved National Treasures Football. You guys probably know that already. It was originally a Wednesday release. It got moved to Friday. I don't know if I didn't look at today's calendar, but the last I saw it was next Friday. So on Wednesday, we will just open some things we've already opened, which will be more Valiant Baseball and more Contenders Optic Football. So that is how the days ahead are mapped out. Let's take a look at tonight. Free shipping breaks, we have one. That would be our autograph baseballs. And with all free shipping breaks that you do with me, I always project that they're out the door a week after the fact, no later than a week after the break. A lot of times they're out the door sooner than that. So that just means no later than a week from today, Friday the 15th. It'll be on the way to you. Most likely it'll be on the way to you much sooner than that. Our paid shipping breaks tonight, that will be Encased Football and Select Basketball, projected out on or before Tuesday. So as always, when I can get something out faster, I do. Occasionally it's right on the money. Occasionally it's a little before, and every once in a while it might be a day later. But it should be right around that mark at any rate. Consolation cards. Here's what you need to know about that. If you're in the Onyx Preferred Players break, since that is a free shipping break, if your team is not pulled in that particular break, normally I'm just going to hang on to your consolation card because, well, it's a free shipping break, right? So I hang on to it. I keep track of those that you're due for a rolling 90-day period. Then the next time you have a package shipping, I just gather them all up, send them all out at once. If you don't want to wait and you'd like it sent immediately, all you need to do is send me a message and let me know that. I will gladly handle it for you. And Encased Football, if you happen to get skunked in that one, any consolation cards that you are due will ship out with the rest of the break because that one's a paid shipping break. So you don't need to wait on it. It would just go out with everything else. And Select Basketball, finally, everybody's going to pull cards in that. Lots of cards in there, so we don't have to worry about that one. So a 3-box case of 2019 Onyx Preferred Players Autographed Baseballs. This is a full inner case. It is break number 7. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay, Friday night, the 8th of March. And of course, you know the format by now. We've got team names on one side and winning bidders across from each team. 4 teams in here were not listed for sale. That's the Cubs, the Tigers, the Marlins, and the Pirates. And they were not listed for sale simply because they have no hits on the checklist, right? Yeah, so not on there. Last but not least, I am changing up the focus here. Your background went slightly out of focus. Don't worry. We're going to be able to see everything. So no worries there. Stephen is here. Jordan is here. Griffin. And you guys are wanting to know, oh, and Ezekiel is here too, and David. So you guys are asking if there's any unpaid stuff. Right now, yes. But I will wait until the start of each break to see where things land at that point. So right now there's a potential for something in encased football, but I don't know if it's going to materialize or not. And then, of course, select basketball is our third break for tonight. And there are right now sitting in there, I think, 2 or 3 teams unpaid as well. So we'll kind of find out at that point in time. If they're still unpaid, then we'll, divvy them up at the start of the break. And that gives those people a little bit longer to try to get their ducks in a row and lets us avoid some of the grind that you have to go through when you sell them in chat, if they do get paid, if we get lucky. You never know. You never know. Christine is here too. Hi, Christine. So here's the way this works. I like to look at them before we actually read and see who signed it because I don't know. I just like to guess, and I'm like almost always wrong. Very, very rarely do I get a signature right. Yet still, I always have that hope that I'm going to get one right, and really I never do. But and this one's going to be no exception. Yeah, I have no idea who that is. And it is Onyx authenticated, also JSA authenticated. There's your JSA paper that goes with it. Signature debut. Signed before season opener of the signer's official second season, as you see on there. You notice that's a little bent. Those are actually often a little bent coming out of these boxes because, well, it's going in a square box with a round ball and it doesn't fit in there and yada yada. There's your Onyx certificate that matches the Onyx sticker on there. And, Peter Alonso. Nice. For the Mets. And Peter Alonso, he's shaping up to look like he might be pretty good. Guess we'll know more. We'll know more in a few months, but I think Peter might be pretty good for the Mets. Once all's said and done, we'll see how it shakes out. Griffin, what you said, it looks like ZZ Top. That signature, I guess it does a little bit. I don't know. I'm so terrible. I hardly ever get one right. As you all know, it's very rare for me to get one right, yet I still enjoy giving it a go. Yeah, I don't know. I was going to say that looks like something with an M, but really that could be anything. Kind of looks like hieroglyphics. PSA DNA certified. It is also Major League Baseball certified, Onyx certified. So whatever it is, it's probably pretty good. That would be my guess. There's an Onyx as well. And, well, yeah, no doubt. I almost said a word. I almost said no, something else. That's really nice hit. That's Manny Machado, baby. Now, he is, of course, recently traded, but there is a checklist for this product, and we're going to go by the checklist, which is posted on the listing description, and on it, Manny Machado is a Baltimore Oriole. So whenever there's a checklist available, we always default to the checklist. Only when there is no checklist available do we have to go a different route. So that was an unexpectedly nice hit. I don't know why I say unexpectedly. It's just I don't pull a lot of autographed Manny Machado baseballs, I guess, is the thing. So, but yeah, the checklist is really good for this product this year anyway. So we have them pulling some nice things. And that, something with an A, right? Something with an A. We're going to at least get that far, I think. That's Onyx authenticated, and that's the only authentication that I see on there. So there's your Onyx once again, and it is Anthony Alford. Let's see, a good old Anthony Alford. I want to say he's an Oakland A, but I would be wrong. He's a Toronto Blue Jay. See? That's why we got to look at that checklist, isn't it? So Anthony Alford here for the Toronto Blue Jays. We're just recapping this, and I'm going to label the top of these boxes as we go along, just so it will serve as a reminder for me as well. Make things a little faster when it is time to ship if we've got the team info already on there. And of course, the nice Manny Machado, who once again was on the checklist here for this product as being Baltimore still. So he is going in as a Baltimore Oriole. I'm sure everybody saw the checklist. I think it's typed out at the bottom, and it's also in a photograph on the listing. And then, of course, we had Peter Alonso here for the Mets, was our third baseball out to make up this case. So you're going to bear with me here a moment. I will set these aside. Then I'm going to take a look and see where things are in terms of payment status on encased football. And then I will let you guys know, and gals, if there are teams open in encased or not. So let me check that out here in a second. While I'm checking that out, I'll flip you back and let you look at this again for a second. Most of you probably heard me discussing that a moment ago, but if you happen to jump in late or whatever and you missed it earlier, please do take a moment and read that information because it does have some important stuff on it. Let me see. Yeah, so I do have an unpaid team in here, and I don't really quite know what to do about it. I know someone said they were trying to get it paid, but then it didn't get paid, so I don't really know here kind of if I should let that ride or not, because it's the Patriots. Oh, I hate when I have to make decisions like this where I have to decide whether or not to let something ride that's kind of a big team. They did tell me that they were trying to get payment, but then I don't have the payment, and I haven't heard any messages back in a bit either. So I guess, guys, I guess we've got the Patriots open unless something else happens here in the next minute or two. So the Patriots, their last price was, I can't even read that across the room there, $167 and some change, it looks like. So if anybody is interested in picking up the Patriots in encased, at this moment they are unpaid. Let me go over here and make a little adjustment in our spreadsheet to reflect that situation. Did anybody else have any trouble checking out tonight? I would like to know that. I mean, did anybody have problems with PayPal or eBay not letting you check out on time or anything like that? Yeah, if anybody else has had that go on, I would be interested in knowing that. Bobby, you said you would do 150 for the Patriots. Oh, Jason already said up above it he would take it. Oh, and then Bobby did too, but there's a bunch of you in here. All right. So Bobby said you would take it at 150, but Jason, somewhere in there you had said you would take it. And then, Jason, did you want it at like the last bid amount? Because obviously, Bobby's offering 150. The last bid amount was 167 something. So if you should happen to want it at that price, you could let me know, Jason, and then we'll figure it out. Griffin, you thought eBay messed up the end time on a few of them? Yeah, I don't know about that. Meanwhile, while you guys are looking at that for a minute, we'll go ahead and plow down through the rest of the spreadsheet here. So this is going to be an 8-box case of 2018 encased football. It is a full case break. Obviously, this came out today, so it is break number 1. And, of course, team names on the left, bidders cross from it on the right. We are currently looking at the New England Patriots because they are not paid. And I'm a little bit on the fence still about that because somebody did tell me they were trying to pay for it, but then that was a while ago. And it is not yet paid. And let me make sure I don't have any other messages from them. And if I do not have any payment or any other messages from them, then we're probably just going to roll on and offer that up. So yeah, it looks like, okay, so Dirty Dog, there are some unpaid teams in Select, and I'm not going to throw those out yet because maybe they'll get paid between now and the time we start Select. That's always my preference, that they would go to the person who bid on them. So, all right, so Bobby B, you are going to pick it up then Okay, then you've got my PayPal info, right? So I don't need to worry about that. You can just shoot it over. Do you need me to type it in, Bobby? Let me know. And we'll go from there. Meanwhile, let me get back in here and get this taken care of on eBay. Make sure one more time I don't see any payment. We don't have anything pending. And I guess that's ready to go. All right, you want me to type it in? All right, brother, I'm going to do it right now. Everybody, thank you for your patience. I know it's always a drag when we stop and sell teams and chat. It's always more fun to go straight through, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. All right, so Bobby, there is that for you. I'm going to go in, I guess, here and get this taken care of in... Let me make sure that we're good. I'm going to do one more thing just to make sure there's no weirdness on the PayPal side that didn't communicate with eBay or something. So I'm trying to give every opportunity here, since I know this person said they were going to pay for it a little while ago. I'm trying to check every avenue. And let's do this real quick and check it out. Make sure it's not in there then that I don't know about it. And yeah, it looks like it's not. Okay, so Bobby B, it's all yours, brother. Let me know if you would when you get it squared away. And let me get the spreadsheet updated to reflect that. Patriots are second chance to Bobby B. And that's done. All right. Should I put, I guess you could see that again. I guess we can put that up there. Now, why is that not there? I just changed that. Where did it go? I literally just typed in second chance Bobby B. I must have typed it in on some whole other page. How strange is that? Like, I literally just typed it in. That is so weird. So somewhere on another part of this spreadsheet where I had the cursor and didn't realize it, I apparently typed in second chance Bobby B somewhere else. We'll find it, I guess, eventually. Now it looks right. Okay, so we are ready to move onward with Encased. And thank you, Bobby B, for picking that up. And Jason, thank you and Bobby for working out as to who ended up with it. I know you both had typed in there about it, and then the two of you worked it out amongst yourselves there in chat. So cool, thank you for that. And Danny, you were asking about the Astros from the autographed baseballs. No, we had Manny Machado, who was on the checklist as an Oriole, Peter Alonso for the Mets, and who was the other one? Who was the third one? Peter Mets, and I don't even remember who the third one was. I know I just did it. I know I did, but I'm just telling you, I don't remember who the third one was, man. I'm sorry, but I do not. Okay, so we're all ready to go with Encased. And you guys, I'm sure probably most of you have watched other breaks by now. I have not yet watched any other breaks. However, I did read in the Panini marketing release when they were talking about Encased for this year that they were including veteran autographs and Hall of Famers as graded options, because you know in the past our graded cards have always been rookies, and not so this time. I mean, it can still be rookies, but it can also be Hall of Famers and veterans. And I know Stang Lover sent me a message on eBay saying he had watched some breaks earlier and he had seen some already coming out for, I think he said Kurt Warner, and I don't remember who the other one was, but there was another one as well. So sounds like some very solid possibilities in here beyond even our rookies. So, and Tim's here. Hey Tim, how you doing? And Griffin, you said you need a 49er. Okay, and I know we've got, Danny said something about Carlos Correa. Yeah, man, I wish it had been Carlos Correa. Gosh, I can't remember who that third one was. It was Peter Alonso for the Mets, Manny Machado for the Orioles, and it was a Blue Jay. It was somebody for the Blue Jays, but honestly, I don't know who. I know that I should, but I can't remember who it was. Even this quick back, I don't know. Other than it was a Blue Jay. So everybody's wishing Bobby B good luck on the Tom Brady. So everybody, you guys are sending a lot of good mojo Bobby's way. So maybe he'll get lucky. Maybe the mojo's going to flow. Bobby, I saw you did not end up with the Mavericks tonight. Did somebody snipe you with them, for them in Select? I don't know. Is it snipe you for them, on them? I don't know. What is it? Snipe. I guess it's basically just did you get sniped, I guess. That's the right way to say it. I don't know. They, Mavericks, of course, have been hot all year with Luka playing the way he's played, and now that Trae Young has stepped up his game a bit and is playing a little more like we thought he would play at the first of the season, but it took him a while to get settled in, so the Atlanta Hawks are correspondingly getting a little more expensive as the weeks go on as well. But I don't think you're going to overtake Luka for Rookie of the Year. I would be shocked if anybody unseated him from Rookie of the Year, you know. Okay, so we've at least got everything out of the boxes. I think we'll look at our graded cards last, just because I'm mean like that. I think we're going to save our graded ones for the very last. Bobby B, you are a professional sniper. Nice, man. I like it. Well, you guys know I live and die by Auction Sniper. I like Auction Sniper, so I'm not going to give you any hate over using Sniper. Somebody asked for a 49er. How about the first one out headed your way? Dante Pettis, numbered to 25, with a rookie cap patch and hard signed autograph for the Niners. And a relic for Terry Bradshaw and my Pittsburgh Steelers, numbered to 50. My Steelers are just about done with Le'Veon Bell. Like, they had a deal. He was going to the Bills. Of course, everybody was making fun of the fact that he was being shipped to the Bills. I admit, I even thought it was kind of funny. I thought it serves you right. And then he basically told the Bills, you know, I won't play for you, like, at all, no matter what you do. So, that deal's dead. Numbered to 10. Very nice relic. Mark Brunell and the Jags. So all the indications now seem to be that he's going to end up as a Raider, which is fine too, I guess. But I kind of thought it would be funny if he got shipped off to Buffalo, but apparently he did not think so. DeAndre Hopkins, and that is our base card in here. And is the thing not numbered? I thought all the cards in here were numbered, but I guess our base card isn't. I'm just so used to when we have short packs that everything's numbered. I got carried away, didn't I? Get ahead of myself. Yeah, the patches in here can be very, very, very nice. You got to admit, that's one of the great things about Encased is some of the patches you get. Numbered 250, it is Ronald Jones, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That is a hard signed autograph. Oh, did I say Le'Veon Bell? It's Antonio Brown. Did I say Le'Veon Bell? I don't know. They've both been such SOBs trying to get out of town. If I said Le'Veon Bell, I meant to say Antonio Brown. I don't know who I did say, but obviously you know who I'm talking about. Mr. Big Chest, AB, whatever you want to call him. Steve Young, numbered to 50 for the 49ers. Of course, today he changed it from, you know, he said the other week he wanted to be called Mr. Big Chest. Now he says he's Mr. Big Check, as in big paycheck. I mean, the guy is just, just go already, buddy. Phillip Rivers to 50 for the Chargers. For the Eagles, it is Jay Ajayi. And that is our base card. Yeah, Le'Veon is definitely a free agent. I didn't even realize I said Le'Veon Bell. Honestly, I thought I said Antonio Brown. Oh boy, what does that say about me? Yeah, I actually thought I had said Antonio Brown. But Le'Veon Bell absolutely is a free agent entirely, 100%. Well, Bobby B, I am pulling your base card up to the front this time. That one is numbered to 25. It's Eli Manning and the Giants. And then we have Royce Freeman, numbered to 25, with a little inscription on it for the Broncos. But yeah, Bobby, you're right. I do most of the time pull my base cards up to the front, but I don't know. Oh boy, hang on. Kitten's about to get in a fight. Ooh, did y'all hear that? He gets righteous, man. That is numbered to 5. It is Todd Gurley for the Rams. Yeah, when he gets cornered, you know, they've been beating up on him, so he gets cornered. You hear that little battle cry back there, you know you're about to get in trouble. Xavier Rhodes and the Vikings with a Pro Bowl patch. I know, Griffin. Royce Freeman has the worst signature, doesn't he? He has the RF. Well, there is Tom Brady, but that's not exactly the one you want, now is it? That's just the base, and we want one with a little ink on it, don't we? This is Doris Fountain, numbered 250 for the Indianapolis Colts. Hard signed, if I did not say that. You saw that, though, had an inscription on it. Bruce Smith to 50, Buffalo Bills. And here comes another Bronco, Deshaun Hamilton to 50. So they got rid of Case Keenum. He's now up in Washington, Redskin territory. I don't frankly know what they're going to do with him up there. It seems like maybe they're going to, I guess they're not expecting Alex Smith back, which stands to reason. But then, you know, Colt McCoy, of course, broke his leg as well, so he's not really going to be an option. But yet I can't really see them going long-term with Case Keenum either, as opposed to drafting somebody. So I don't know if they just have him as a trade piece or what they're thinking there exactly. That is numbered to 5. It is David Johnson for the Arizona Cardinals. And here we have Warren Moon. Very nice to 25. You probably noticed that says Oilers. I think everybody knows this, but in case you do not, the former Houston Oilers are the current Tennessee Titans. Cards always stay with their franchises, so that Warren Moon will be heading to the Tennessee Titans. Little Nick Chubb comes out for the Browns. It is numbered to 75 with a trio of brown relics. Behind that, we have a nice trio of orange relics to 75 for the Broncos. Dirty Dog says he and Bobby watched another case before this, and it looked almost like this one. Well, then, like, what in the world? Are they just not a lot of variety this year? Is that what you're saying to me here? Carson Wentz, numbered to 25 for the Eagles. It's not it's not an enormous checklist in case, but I mean, it's a pretty good size one. Here are the Jags, numbered 250, DJ Chark, hard signed with an inscription. So the Jags had the nice relic, really nice relic earlier with Brunell, and now you've got the autograph card, a little bit of a bag corner. Well, actually, both those on that side are slightly less than perfect, but nothing too outrageous. Gronkowski patch, numbered to 50, headed out to Bobby B and the Patriots. Marcus Mariota to 50, Titans. We had such nice patches to start out with, and now we've gotten kind of in these single color patches. What are you doing to us, Panini? We need our cap patches back. And you know what? In past years, didn't we have more cap patches? I want to say we did, like last year, have more cap patches than we've seen so far anyway, unless they're in here in the graded part. A Jimmy G base card for the 49ers. The Kansas City Chiefs with Tyreek Hill. That is numbered to 50. And here comes a quad relic also for the Jags. DJ Chark to 75. Like, I don't remember the time that I've opened something recently with this many Jacksonville hits in it. O.J. Howard, numbered to 50, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, hard signed auto. Bobby, I forgot you called those underwear patches. Yeah, Bobby thinks when they're all single color patches that they're, he calls them underwear patches. Ryan Tannehill and the Dolphins is our base card. I'd say his days are numbered too. Royce Freeman, Broncos, who have had quite a few hits, numbered to 50. Nick Chubb is out one more time for the Cleveland Browns. Quad relics to 25. Thank goodness we at least got one with a different color on it. And Baker Mayfield. Oh, the plot thickens. Baker Mayfield for the Browns to 5 with a little laundry tag, hard signed, and inscription. Oh, yeah. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's the tag out of the cap. And it's numbered to 5. And that is an exceedingly nice little Baker Mayfield hit. How about that, boys and girls? Yeah. Browns in the house. Well, Broncos, the rich get richer. You have a Cortland Sutton to 25. It grades out to 9.5 with an autograph grade of 10. Okay, we have next out a Sam Darnold for the Jets. Autograph grades to 10. Card grades to 9. It is numbered to 25. Got an inscription on that as well. Nice little Sam Darnold hit. Then Michael Gallup comes out numbered to 50. That's a nice relic. That is also, of course, part of a hat. Most of the relics in here that are super nice ones are from hats. It is graded to 9, autograph grade to 10. So the boys are in play here. And it is Michael Vick. Wow, that's nice. Little Michael Vick for the Falcons. Hard signed, numbered to 15. Card grades to 9.5. Autograph grades to a 10. Kiki QT. Autograph to 10. Card grades to 8.5. Hard signed, numbered to 25 for the Texans. Here come the Bears. It's Anthony Miller. Autograph grades to 9. Card grades at 9.5. It is numbered to 50. Chicago Bears. If the Falcons owner is here, Bobby B wants to buy your Michael Vick. So Falcons owner, if you're so inclined, you've got somebody interested. The boys hit again. It is Mike White, autograph grade to 10, card grade to 9. It is numbered to 10, hard signed autograph for Mike White. Last one, kids. We're going to call it Last Box Mojo. It's really just kind of Last Pack Mojo, but whatever you want to call it, let's hope it's a big one. Well, it's Christian Kirk, not too shabby for the Arizona Cardinals. Card grades to 9. The card is numbered to 10. You've got the inscription and the autograph grade out to 10. Now, before we recap, which we're going to do here in a hot little second, I want to go get a case for Baker, trying to figure out how thick I think that is, and I'll be right back. I don't know. I think that looks thicker than 130. Doesn't it look thicker than 130? It actually, if I had to guess, I would say it's more like a 150, but I don't have a case for 150. I've either got 130 or 180. And I don't think it's nearly as big as, that's 180. I don't think it's nearly as big as 180, but I think it's bigger than 130. So maybe we just go with 180 and let her ride in there, provided it. Does that seem like that's gonna, yeah, I think that's gonna work out all right in the 180. So there, yeah. We got to keep that bad boy all protected from everything. Dust and dirt and everything. All right, so we're going to recap. We're going to start with this one because it happens to be in my hand. Baker Mayfield, numbered 2-5. It's the tag from his cap. Inscription, hard signed. Pretty sweet little hit there for the Browns. You said, where's the cat? Oh, he went on somewhere. He got loose, you know. I mean, like I kind of turned around and gave the evil eye to the one who was trying to kind of go after him. So then he ran, and then the other one took off. And anyway, they're not fighting. So wherever they went, I don't know. But they're not fighting anyway. That was the Broncos to 50. This is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to 50. The Kansas City Chiefs to 50. The Jacksonville Jags to 50. That's kind of a common theme here, isn't it? The Browns to 75. Warren Moon, once again, Oilers, former Oilers, current Titans. So goes to the Titans. It is numbered to 25. That is Broncos to 50. Bruce Smith to 50 for the Buffalo Bills. Doris Fountain and the Colts to 50. Pro Bowl relic to 25, Xavier Rhodes and the Vikings. Pro Bowl again, Todd Gurley and the Rams. That one is also numbered to 5. And Royce Freeman to 25 for the Broncos. So we'll get that stacked out of the way over here. Move on down the line. The Browns to 25. This is to 75 for the Jags. The Titans to 50. The Gronkowski and the Patriots to 50. Royce Freeman, Broncos to 75. Phillip Rivers to 50 for the Chargers. Steve Young to 50 for the 49ers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers to 50. Ronald Jones. I didn't really realize how many of these are numbered to 50 until we do the recap, and like there's a lot of them. There's that sweet little patch for the Jags, numbered to 10. Yeah, arguably one of the favorite Jags patches that I've had all year. They're usually not nearly that interesting. That, of course, is part of the Jaguar, I can't say the word right. Jaguar's head. That's numbered to 50 for Terry Bradshaw. I should have just said the cat's head. Why can't I say that word? I don't know. Dante Pettis to 25, that nice cap patch for the 49ers. Like the British people say it Jaguar, but we don't say it that much. Not that pronounced with the U, but I can't quite get out the way we're supposed to say it either. The things I admit. I don't think it's loose in the One Touch, actually, Tim. It actually, I can bring it back over here. It really fit in there surprisingly well in the 180. I kind of thought it would be a little, not quite a perfect fit in there, but as it turns out, it was a pretty good fit in the 180. So not too concerned about the safety of it in there. I think we're in good shape on that one. Mike White, Dallas Cowboys. That is numbered to 10. But of course, if that's yours, Tim, and you'd rather have it done differently, if you want it in like a top loader or something instead, of course, I'm happy to do that. If that's your preference and that's your card. Anthony Miller to 50 for the Bears. Then to 15, Michael Vick and the Falcons. So, they had to wait a few years after he got out of jail for dog fighting and all that before they could start getting his autographs into products again. O.J. Simpson will probably be the next one we'll start seeing come back into things. Numbered to 10, Christian Kirk and the Arizona Cardinals. Michael Gallup, Cowboys, numbered to 50. Seems a lot like last year, doesn't it? Last year, there were not a lot of Cowboys hits in the ungraded stuff, but there were always a lot in the graded stuff. Wonder if this year's going to be likewise. That is numbered to 25 for the Texans. Sam Darnold to 25 for the Jets. And then Cortland Sutton to 25 for the Broncos. So there you go. That is encased football. Now, let me take a look and see where things stand on the payment for select basketball. And I will tell you whether or not we are going to have teams available in that. So give me a hot second here. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do. That's right. I'm going to let you look at all this fun informational stuff, which you've already seen before. But I'll let you look at it again because people jump in and out all the time. And you would be not up there, for instance. All right, give me 1 second, kids. I'm getting back to the page that tells me awaiting payment. We're going to see how things shake out here. Yeah, so it looks like we have got the Nets and the Trailblazers. Now, preference is going to be to someone who would take both teams at once. Okay, that would be the preference. If nobody wants both teams at once, I could break them up separately. Right now, I can tell you that combined, they sold for $47 and some change. Individually, it's both to the same person. So if it's individually, I have to click into the invoice to tell you the individual prices. But give me some feedback here, kids, and let me know who, if there's anybody who has some interest in them. Yay, nay, maybe. Nets and Blazers. Let me get the spreadsheet updated while you are pondering that. All right, so that is Trailblazers. Okay. All right, so spreadsheet is updated at least. We got that much done. And Dirty Dog, yeah, 47 total. They were 47 and some change. Obviously, I'm going to just throw in the shipping. You're not going to have any shipping charges. Aw, Tim, I'm sorry. We didn't get you any good packers, did we? Well, hopefully then when you get the consolation stuff, maybe that'll make things a tad bit better. Maybe, right? We hope. We hope. All right, Dirty Dog, you want them? Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Thank you. You're okay sending it directly to me, right? You've done that before, I think. Am I correct in that? Do you need me to type in my info again, or do you still see it in there? That is taken care of. And spreadsheet updated. All right, so yeah, Dirty Dog, just let me know what you need me to do there, man. If you need me to type it in or if we're good or whatever, we'll go from there. And let me copy that, paste it. We're almost there, kids. We're almost there. Okay, excellent. Excellent, excellent. Now you can look at something different. As Monty Python would say, now for something completely different. So, of course, the two that were sold on Second Chance that were unpaid up to this point, the Nets and the Trailblazers, now correct and everything there. So let me just get our case in here up on the table and we're going to be good to go. For a little select basketball. And we'll have more select basketball. I think I've got one more break of it listed already. And then there will be still, a couple more with it for a while at any rate. And probably the majority of you have opened this before by now. So you kind of probably know what's in here. But in case you don't, we are looking for 3 autograph or memorabilia hits. Yeah, they get us with the or in this product. So it can be any combination of it. It could be tons of numbered stuff. A lot of the numbered stuff I'm not going to stop and sleeve as we go through, just in the essence of time of kind of keeping things rolling. But some of it I will, but a lot of it, you know, if it's low numbered or particularly hot rookie or whatever, I might. But most of it we'll probably do later in terms of the sleeving. Zebra. So I'm not going to absolutely categorically state that it will be in here, but we should have it. And of course we'll have lots of refractors and inserts and things. I'll spend a little more time explaining what's what as we go through the first pack, and then after that it'll be a little faster. We won't dwell on that stuff as much once you kind of get the hang of what we're looking for in any given box. And Dirty Dog, thank you, sir, for picking up those 2 teams. I do appreciate that. And I hope that we bring you very good mojo in return. The one thing about this that I'm having trouble with, it's the numbering is different. So, of course, we've just opened a bunch of Select Football, and I'm used to certain colors being, the parallel being numbered to a certain thing, because that's what it was in football. And this is completely different here in basketball. So a couple of these I may have to flip over more than once to try to remind myself of the numbering till I can keep it in my head long enough to flip the switch, so to speak. Amari Spellman, and that's the green refractor. It's to 75. A refractor and prism are a word that I use interchangeably. They both mean, to me, the same thing. A card with the shiny little rainbow of colors when the light hits it. Michael Porter Jr. Nuggets die cut to 175. I will probably sleeve the die cuts as we go, just because otherwise I tend to want to slide around on you. Being is that they're small and all. Anthony Simons for the Trailblazers, and I didn't get out thick card sleeves. Sorry, guys. Hang on. I had the other ones and didn't remember to put out the ones I need for memorabilia. So the Relic, first out of this box. One of the 3 hits we should find as we go along. Tricolors, this one is Reggie Jackson. The tricolors in basketball are not numbered. I've got a little imperfection right there. Hopefully you can see it right above my fingernails. Just a little spot of white down there on the edge. Just maybe actually even like the edge of the paper that wasn't perfectly cut or something. There's Herder, refractor for the Atlanta Hawks, or Prism. Lonnie Walker for the Spurs, and a tricolor for the Clippers with Jerome Robinson. And there's Lonnie Walker again, Spurs tricolor. We have a redemption. Haha. Sets up there in housekeeping. We'll flip it over along with any others that we might find. They'll all get flipped over at the end of the break, and we will at that point also go to the Panini website, pull up their checklist, and verify it all. That's Paul George and the Thunder. And that's just an insert, but I think it's kind of cool. Global Icons, that one is Jokic. Clint Capella to 199, hard-signed autograph for the Rockets. Griffin, what? Oh, the focus is messed up, you said? Did I hit the, that's weird. I wonder if I hit the, what it's stuck on. All right, well, we'll just reset it. Hang on a second. We'll just reset it and give it another go. We'll try it again from right there. Is that better? Is that right? I don't know. I mean, it didn't look weird to me, but you know what? I could have hit a button and made it weird. And my vision is kind of dicey to begin with. Most of you know that. I had some eye surgery many years ago. Didn't go well, messed up my vision. So sometimes, what looks right to me might look wrong to you. Or I could have hit a button when I was up there messing around with the spreadsheet and all that. So I just reset it, and hopefully that got it squared away. Mo Bamba for the Magic. If it still looks funky to you, Griffin, just reload the page. Just literally reload it. Or if you're in the app, you might have to close the app and open it back up. Karl Anthony Towns, tricolor for the Wolves. I have had some people tell me that that's happened to them before, oddly enough, that like when the spreadsheet will be up there or certain things will be up there that it'll look blurry unless they refresh the page. I have no idea what would cause that. That is Chris Paul. It is number 210 for the Houston Rockets. We like seeing the gold because that means it's going to be a happy little low number for us. A scope, Kevin Durant for the Warriors, and the scope in here also are not numbered in Select Basketball. Yeah, Christine, I would say just again, reboot, guys, or refresh the page, because I mean, I'm watching it myself at the same time that you are watching it, and I know the background is out of focus. The background's not supposed to be in focus, but when the cards are held up, the cards are in focus to me. So if they're showing out of focus for you, I would say the same thing that I just said there to Griffin, is to try to refresh your page. Or if you happen to be on an app or something, close it and open it back up, because it definitely does not look blurry to me. Dirty Dog, what Paul are you talking about? We haven't pulled Chris Paul. We pulled a redemption. Unless you're are you talking about a numbered card? We've pulled a redemption. We pulled a Clint Capella autograph and an Anthony Simons relic, because we're only in box 1, so that's all we've pulled out of here so far. But yeah, guys, I mean, I don't really think I had hit anything on the settings, but as you saw, I did, you know, reset the focus. So definitely we should have something else. Oh, you're talking about it was just a numbered card to 10. Just a parallel of the base card, but numbered to 10. Sorry, you threw me off when you said autograph or patch. Then I forgot about the fact that we were talking about the numbered card. I'm sorry, man. I was thinking about the focus again. Evan Turner and the Trailblazers. That is tricolor for the Cavaliers, and it's Rodney Hood. Tristan Thompson, Cavaliers, another tricolor. Whoops. That is a refractor for Chris Middleton and the Bucks. Tricolor Aaron Holiday, Pacers. So, Griffin, after you refreshed or closed and opened it back up or whatever, that resolved your issue? Okay, well, good. Hopefully the same thing with Christine, that you had the same result when you refreshed the page or closed the app or whichever thing you have to do there. TJ Warren and the Suns, that's numbered to 99. Honestly, I don't know why that happens sometimes, and when it does, it seems to only happen to certain people, which is also weird. But nobody had complained about anything like that in a long time, so whatever it was, I thought YouTube had it fixed, but maybe not. Okaji to 175. Minnesota. And Troy Brown Jr. is numbered to 60 with our courtside insert there. May as well go ahead and sleeve the court sides. There's not that many of those. We'll just do them as we go along. Well, the cat definitely didn't hit the camera. Because the camera's right here by me. So I don't think the cat hit the camera. I don't believe. DeAndre Ayton and the Suns. That's numbered to 199. That's a nice hit for Phoenix. Even if he did hit the camera, he couldn't change the focus. I have to manually change the focus with a button up there on the console. I hit the camera periodically. Actually, more to the point, I hit the tripod periodically. That is numbered to 99, Robin Lopez and the Knicks. Tim Hardaway for the Knicks. You actually don't even know where they went. Wherever they are, they're not fighting anymore. So maybe they're eating or sleeping, or maybe they've both killed each other. I don't know. But they're not making noise. It's Andrew Wiggins to 99 for the T-Wolves. Of course, it's like it is with the kids, right? If you don't hear a lot of noise, it's probably bad. So I may be sorry. That is Marvin Bagley for the Kings. And that is, oh my gosh, why can't I think of the name of that pattern? That particular one is not Scope. It's the pattern that we always look for in, Oh, I'm just blanking on the whole thing. Revolution. The case hit pattern in Revolution. What is that called? That's what that pattern looked like. Dennis Schroeder and the Thunder. Monte Morris and the Denver Nuggets. The red is numbered to 199 in select basketball. Oh, did YouTube give you that weird warning that you were chatting too much? That's so stupid. I don't even understand that. And why isn't there a way to disable that, by the way? So, if some of you may not know what we're talking about here, but I learned, I don't know, by now it's been a few months ago, probably, I don't know, 3-4 months ago, someone shared with me in chat that when you type in several comments in a row, or if you type them in too close together, that I guess YouTube has some kind of automated little warning thing that comes up and says something like, oh, slow down, you're chatting too much, or not that exactly, but something kind of like that. And I had no idea until you all shared it with me that that was a thing. But I think that's so dumb. I mean, what's the point of having chat if you then, when people chat, YouTube gives them an automated message that they're chatting too much? That's stupid, I think. Galactic. Christine, thank you. Yes, I was like, why can't I not think of the name of that pattern? I tell you what, this new medication they've got me on, I'm telling you, it messes with my head. I can't think of words. I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't spit the word out of my mouth or something. It's very strange. But whatever it is, they're going to have to do some adjustments because I hate that. It makes me crazy when that happens. Oh, now see, little die cut trying to get away from me. Prince to 249 for the Atlanta Hawks. Fortunately, he didn't have, he's no worse for the wear. He kind of flipped a little bit there, but didn't get out of hand. That is John Collins for the Hawks with the tricolor. Kevin Durant and the Warriors, numbered 299 with a relic. I saw the order form today for Spectra basketball, so Toronto Raptors Prism. So that means we're only a couple of months out from Spectra hitting the ground. We usually pre-order Panini anywhere from 2 to 3 months before release date. Tops you order, of course, 6 months out, but Panini's a little closer to the actual date that it comes out. Kyrie to 175 Celtics. And another Scope / Galactic. Jaren Jackson Jr. for the Memphis Grizzlies. We'll probably just go right ahead and sleeve him as we go along, I think. Toronto Raptors and Kyle Lowry up next. And Kyle is also a relic. A little Donovan Mitchell and the Jazz. Prism numbered 275. Chris Paul Prism. And there's our Galactic pattern again. Draymond Green for the Warriors. Kevin Durant for the Warriors. Prism. Devin Booker tricolor. Unnumbered Marvin Bagley for the Kings to 299. Wouldn't you think that in basketball, because there are fewer players, that the numbers would be lower instead of higher than their equivalent counterparts in football? You would think that they would be, but oddly enough, they are not. Troy Brown Jr. to 199. Tricolor Kawhi Leonard Raptors. And that box is in the books. Yeah, I really hope, I really hope that we get Steelers. When I say we, I mean the Steelers. Get Antonio Brown out the door like this weekend. I am just so tired of listening to that guy. And he's killed his trade value, which I think he did on purpose. I mean, he's just trying to say F you to the Steelers one more time by killing his trade value and doing all the stupid stuff he's doing. Had he gone to the Jets, we would have gotten the number 9 overall pick in this year's draft, I think. Or the Bills, I mean. If he had gone to the Bills, I think I just said Jets. We would have gotten the number 9 overall pick in the draft. And I think technically it was going to be a swap. So we would have taken their first round pick. They would have taken our first round pick. So we just basically would have moved up a couple dozen spots. And then they were going to give us a later round pick, which still wasn't a great return, but it's probably better than we'll get from the Raiders. Because he just keeps running his mouth. He just keeps, and then saying he won't play for this team or that team or the other team, or he'll just quit football. And it's like, come on, guy, you want out. They're trying to get you out. Why don't you just keep quiet? You're under contract, buddy. You know, I mean, that's what you want to say. You're under contract for like 3 more years. I don't know. Don't know why sometimes that sort of stuff happens, but it's like dynasty around the Steelers, like a soap opera. It's a $2.99. That was Jeremy Lin and the Hawks. A die cut for the Nets. It is numbered to 10. Karis LeVert. Meanwhile, over in Los Angeles, they are just imploding over there. What in the world? Not even, I mean, LeBron hasn't even looked all that good. Mo Wagner, Lakers, speaking of. I mean, he just looks like he's given up this season too. Honestly, he pretty much does look that way. Jarrett Allen for the Nets. Wendell Carter for the Bulls. We have a second redemption. Once again, going to set up there in housekeeping. We'll flip them all at the end of the break. A tricolor DeMar DeRozan for the Spurs. And that is DeMar DeRozan for the Spurs as well. So how about that? Embiid, 76ers. And a die cut for the Bulls. Wendell Carter Jr. to 249. So a lot of good college basketball on tomorrow. I don't know how many of you follow college basketball versus just watching pro, but there should be some pretty good games on tomorrow. I'm looking forward to the lineup anyway. Seattle Supersonics to 199, hard signed. Here's the rub. Seattle Supersonics of old are the Oklahoma City Thunder in today's NBA. Cards always stay with their franchises. So that means that is going to the Oklahoma City Thunder, because that is the current name and location of the former Supersonics. Paul George and Brooke Lopez, both with prisms. Musa Nets, numbered 299. Reggie Jackson prism. And J.J. Barea to 199 for the Mavericks. And, you know, periodically they come through and say that Seattle's in play to get another team, an expansion team. And if they do get an expansion team, they want to use the same name. They want to call them the Supersonics again. So imagine if that happens. Like, how confusing is that going to be? Because then you would have to, I mean, it's okay, I guess, for now, but I think it could cause problems with breaking if the Seattle were to get another team and call them the Supersonics, then you would technically have cards from prior players that should go to the Thunder, but yet they'd say Supersonics on the card. I think it would be a hot mess. But I know Seattle's been trying, really ever since the team left, practically, they've been trying to get an expansion team back up there. One of these days they probably will. Although I imagine the Thunder would have to give them permission to go back and use the Supersonics name. I don't think they could do it without the permission of the Thunder. But stranger things, I mean, you know, because technically the Charlotte Hornets moved to New Orleans and were the New Orleans Hornets, but when they decided to become then the Charlotte Bobcats were the expansion team after the original Charlotte Hornets left and became the New Orleans Pelicans. So then you had Bobcats and Pelicans, or Bobcats and New Orleans Hornets. Then when New Orleans Hornets decided to be the Pelicans, they gave the name back to the Bobcats, to the city basically. So the expansion team, not only did they give them the name back, they gave them back all the history. So like all the records and things from that franchise are now associated with Charlotte, even though some of them were originally part of what is the Pelicans franchise. But they gave the whole thing back. Name, relics, the history, everything. There's a nice little Luka Prism, and it is premier level. So at least you got a start. If you got the Dallas Mavericks, we've got a start for your evening. Dante DiVincenzo, that's for the Bucks. DeMar DeRozan and the Spurs. The Nets to 175 with the little die cut. So I'm pretty excited about the fact that we're getting ready to start March Madness before long. Tricolor Nerlens Noel. I live for March Madness. It's my favorite time of year. Chris Dunn. Tricolor. Jared Vanderbilt to 199 for the Denver Nuggets. Relic and autograph. Yeah, if it were possible to do it simultaneously, I would watch every single March Madness game simultaneously. Have like, 20 screens across the room or something, like a Buffalo Wild Wings in my house, if I could. For the Blazers, that is a relic. Sadly, I do not have that much wall space available. To 199 for the Bulls, it's Wendell Carter Jr. And really probably, really wouldn't want to invest in buying 20 or so flat screen TVs just to need them for like a couple weekends in March. Might not be my wisest investment. Musa and the Nets. I think everybody else in the household might give me a little grief over that one. Brandon Ingram to 299 Lakers. LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs to 149. Philadelphia 76ers, Shamet to 249. I just binged watched on Netflix a show called Good Girls. I guess it's a network show, but I hadn't watched it. Patrick Beverley for the Clippers. And it's about these women who somehow or another get themselves mixed up with, I don't know, some kind of money laundering gang or something. The Atlanta Hawks, Kent Bazemore. And one of the things they do is go buy a bunch of flat screen TVs, like $20,000 worth or something, as part of their little scheme. I was thinking, yeah, I wouldn't mind having $20,000 worth of televisions. Eventually, it'll just become like whole walls of our homes. Probably it'll be one big LCD screen. Like we won't even have drywall in, 10, 20 years. It'll just be a whole wall of LCD TV screen. And all immersive too. It'd be like VR. Wasn't there a Black Mirror episode about that? If anybody watches Black Mirror on Netflix, it's more or less the modern day Twilight Zone. Best way I know to describe it. I think they had an episode where walls were basically television screens. Alrighty. That is the Pacers with Tyreke Evans. And there's a tricolor for the T-Wolves, for the big man. Russell Westbrook and Jacob Evans, both are prisms. And that one is courtside. I thought it was, but I had to flip it over. Once again, you have to bear with me. Some of the designs, as I say, are different in basketball than they were in football, and I get so used to what it was in football, then you have to kind of reset your brain and remember it's completely different in basketball. DeAndre Jordan, and that is prism numbered to 75, Dallas Mavericks. A little Tony Parker for the Hornets, that's to 299. A die-cut Derek Favors to 249. So what's the best thing anybody's seen come out of this so far? I mean, like, what are the big ones that you've seen come out? DeAndre Jordan, tricolor, Mavericks. Indiana Pacers, Paul George. Kind of weird that they would put a Paul George relic in here as a Pacer, isn't it? I mean, I guess they're just blowing out the rest of the uniforms they found in the basement. Who knows? J.R. Smith and the Cavs relic. J.R. Smith, also Cavaliers. Had several tricolor Cavaliers. That's Nerlens Noel, Oklahoma City Thunder. Nets with a die cut, and that's the orange parallel. I don't remember what the orange is to in here. It is numbered to 65. Mr. Andrew Wiggins to 99 for the Minnesota Timberwolves. You know, Timberwolves had a good break last break, too. That is the in-flight signature. That's new for this year in Select. And in the last, it's Mo Wagner. In the last case, I want to say maybe we had just one of those, I think. One that I remember anyway. It's not technically, I think, one of those things that they say, oh, you're definitely going to get X number per case, but they're certainly, the in-flight signatures are not coming out in vast numbers. It's not like we're going to pull, 12 of them or anything. Just making sure that, just the insert in there. Every once in a while, a pack tries to hide down in there. That's why we always look at the inside of the box. I figure one of us will catch it. If there's a pack caught in there, either some of you will see it and type it in chat, or I will see it, one or the other, or both. Just a little fail-safe. So I guess has nobody seen anything good come out of Select? You guys didn't type in a single thing. I guess like everybody's like, it's Friday night, we're tired. Yeah, I feel you. I'm tired too. I had to get up again really early today. My mom had I had to take my mom to the follow-up doctor's appointment for the cataract surgery that she had yesterday. And man, it was bad when I got up this morning. Snowing really hard. The roads were actually slick. I couldn't even, she's got a pretty steep hill for her driveway. I couldn't even get up the hill for her driveway to get her. Should have walked down. And it was really nasty. And then by 2 o'clock this afternoon, it was already 20, 30 degrees warmer and had turned to rain. Isn't that weird? Clippers to 249, Shea Gilgeous Alexander. So tricolor DeAndre Ayton. And DeMar DeRozan comes out for the Spurs. So yeah, we had been, I guess in the 60s. And then we dropped back down into like the teens. And earlier in the week, then we were back up into the 30s when we had all the snow this morning. By tomorrow, it's supposed to be in the 60s and have thunderstorms. It's such a crazy weather cycle right here lately. Michalik, Courtside, Prism, Lakers. And a Clint Capella, that's also going to be Prism and Courtside. That one's Rockets. But I've never quite understood. But today was the strangest thing. I mean, I don't ever remember a day where we had that much. Like, it was a lot of snow. It was, comparatively speaking, I mean, not a lot of snow if you're in a place that gets 5 feet of snow kind of thing. But for here and for this time of year, a couple inches of snow is a lot. To 199, Robert Williams and the Celtics. And for it to be that way earlier in the day and then just flip the script in the matter of a couple of hours, and then tomorrow be in the 60s. Insane. Doncic to 99, insert Prism, Mavericks. The Orlando Magic, Kyle O'Quinn. I got a pinstripe anyway, or I guess not technically a pinstripe, just a stripe. Monte Morris for the Denver Nuggets with a prism. Little insert there. Not a prism, though. Marc Gasol and the Grizzlies, tricolor. Tricolor, Brandon Ingram and the Lakers. Then the white paralleled 149, Malik Monk. You said the Wiggins is cool, but you want a Karl Anthony Towns. Well, you know, I don't blame you there. I would want Karl Anthony Towns too, but I think Andrew Wiggins is a nice little hit out of here. So, Christine, you're going to get 5 to 10 inches of snow there tomorrow. So what you're going to get is snow. We're apparently going to get is rain. Mo Bamba to 199, Orlando Magic. Yeah, they're saying we're going to have loads of rain and thunderstorms and such. LeBron James, Lakers. For the Nuggets, that is Isaiah Thomas. Anthony Davis to 299, Nola. If it had stayed cold here today and continued to snow as opposed to warming up and switching over to rain, we probably would have gotten, I'd say, 4 or 5 inches of snow today. But since it did switch over, you know, we had a couple inches maybe. Which is really more snow than we had all winter, but yet now we're supposed to be heading into spring and we're now getting snow. But I definitely wouldn't want what you're headed for tomorrow, Christine, that's for sure. But we've had an inordinate amount of rain. Really, for the last several months, we've had a lot of rain. And I have some trees that I planted, a row of evergreens. I don't know, we planted them a couple years ago, maybe 2.5, close to 3 years ago, maybe. And they're pretty big now, around 14 feet tall. And we took the stakes out in the fall. And then some of those crazy, like 60-mile-an-hour winds and things that have been whipping through here came across and had 4 or 5 of them almost at like a 45-degree angle. I mean, they were nearly uprooted, so I had to have somebody come out today. Between that and then the weight of the snow, which was the wet, heavy kind of snow that we got today, I had to have somebody come out this afternoon, pay them to stake my trees again. It's like, dang it. Why did I take those stakes up in the fall? Well, mainly because it was time to, but then that came along and messed it all up, so then I had to pay to have it done a second time. How much fun is that? That is Javon Carter and the Memphis Grizzlies. A die cut for the Magic to 249. Ooh, I see our zebra. Elfrid Payton to 99, NOLA. I saw the edge of it sticking out. It's going to be on the bottom of that stack. We'll be there in a minute for it. So New Orleans with a cool little parallel there. Autograph, obviously, and numbered. It was Tim Hardaway. And here comes our zebra. Let's get that out of the way. It's Mo Bamba. So we have a rookie zebra. Nice for the Orlando Magic. So case hit. Rookie. Always good when you can pull the zebra as a rookie. Tricolor Lillard and Jeremy Lin to 199. That's the red parallel. Wendell Carter Jr. for the Bulls. DeAnthony Melton, Suns. Tricolor Steph Curry. A tricolor Kyrie Irving. Marcus Smart. D'Angelo Russell and the Nets to 299. Gerald Green, Houston Rockets. And a die cut Draymond Green, 299, the Golden State Warriors. A lot more die cut in here than there are in football, that's for sure. Mo Wagner, Lakers. Relic. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the Clippers. I think he had a pretty good week this past week. I think Shai's going to be good overall. He's definitely had a little, what I call up and down season, I guess, as a rookie. But that's actually fairly common in the NBA. But I think Shai will be a good long-term player. I mean, he's awfully young. They go so young to the NBA these days. I mean, it's a wonder they don't all crash and burn for the first couple of years. Just think about it. They're playing so many more games than they ever played anywhere else. I mean, the schedule is grueling. They've got to be a lot better conditioned and more disciplined and everything else, all the travel. It's a wonder any of those rookies play very well. So the LSU coach, that was interesting, right? Wade, I mean, they get, this is what kills me. They've got the guy on a wiretap, having a phone conversation with Christian Dawkins, one of the guys who just went to jail for his part in all this college basketball bribery scheme and all that. So the coach for LSU is on the wiretap talking to Christian Dawkins about offering this kid money and how, you know, how much money he offered him and all this. Definitive proof. Wiretap. You can hear it in the guy's own voice. He's still denying it. He's still like, yeah, no, that's, you know, I've never had any dealings with that man. You know, shades of Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky there, right? It's to 149, Dennis Schroeder. Yeah, never had any dealings with that man. Tony Parker and the Hornets. Marvin Bagley to 99. Sacramento Kings relic. And you know, all the other crazy stuff he said. Oh, I'm proud of everything I've done as the coach of LSU. Blah, blah, blah. Van Vliet to 299. A tricolor LaMarcus Aldridge for the Clippers. Lou Williams to 249. So, of course, you know, as all this comes out, you figured the university's going to have to step in and do something, which they did. I mean, they've made him step down. I guess suspended him. I don't think they haven't fired him. Grayson Allen, Prism for the Jazz. I think he's just been asked to step aside or suspended, whatever you want to call it, not be involved with the program while they try to dig through that mess. Isaiah Thomas and the Cavaliers. But I have never understood why, when you are absolutely, I mean, you are dead to rights, caught doing it, do you think you can just say you didn't? I don't understand that. To 199, that was John Collins and the Hawks. Reggie Jackson, Pistons. Dante DiVincenzo, Bucks. But of course, you know, Robert Kraft, owner of the Patriots, did the same thing in this, you know, prostitution sting with the day spas. I mean, they've got him on tape. Big time on tape. And he's same thing. Oh, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. What? Dude. It's on video for that guy. To 199, Anthony Simons, Portland Trailblazers. But, buddy, they dig in. They stick to those stories, don't they? Mo Bamba and the Magic. Lonnie Walker and the Spurs. Lonnie Walker and the Spurs again. Back-to-back Lonnie Walkers. I guess it's just a difference in the way you're raised. I mean, that's just not how we were raised. We were raised, if you did it, then you just stand up and take responsibility for it, whether it was right or wrong or otherwise. If you did it, you just say you did it, and then you deal with the fallout and the consequences of your actions. But I guess if you're super rich or famous, or actually I don't even think you have to be super rich or famous. I think a lot of people these days don't take responsibility for their own actions. It's always somebody else's fault, or they didn't do it, or whatever. But man, I don't know. I think LSU is going to find themselves in a world of hurt before it's all over with. And they won't be the only ones. I mean, every time you think the quote-unquote college basketball scandal has died down, they, you know, a little bit more something or another leaks out. Another little piece of the puzzle falls out. I think there's way more that we'll be learning about that before it's completely laid to rest. It would probably be hard not to be, because apparently that was just a regular way of doing business. I mean, not just with those schools, but like with most schools, apparently. That was just like part of it. That's just part of the way you got players, and everybody knew it, and some did it and some didn't, and didn't do it and just looked the other way or whatever, but seems to have been pretty commonplace, I guess. Kawhi Leonard, Raptors, Shannon, 76ers. That is the Nets with a prism. Kelly Oubre, Washington Wizards, relic. Oubre's what? Suns now, right? He Phoenix now? Oh, now tack on it. Come back up there. Barely touched that top card, and whoosh, there they went. Trying to slide around the hazards of the slick surface. Lonzo Ball, Lakers. Ah, a tie-dye. Terrence Ferguson to 25 for the Thunder. That's another thing. We have not found nearly as much tie-dye in basketball as we found in football. There's quite a bit of tie-dye in football this year, I thought. I mean, from what my breaks anyway, we had a lot of tie-dye. Very little tie-dye in basketball. Jacob Evans tricolor. Kyrie Irving and the Boston Celtics. Jared Allen again for the Nets with a prism. Mirotic for Nola. That's to 149 with the white parallel. A tricolor Dwayne Wade. That's to 299 with Brandon Ingram. The Lakers, Mo Wagner, 199. Golden State Warriors, Durant, die cut, 175. That is the Nuggets with Isaiah Thomas tricolor. We ought to figure out some way to put together like some kind of March Madness pool or something. Something fun we could do with breaking that's also related to March Madness. Like squares or something. I don't know. It's got to be something fun we can do, right? Well, fun that is also manageable and easy to maintain. Like, I don't want to do something crazy that we have to have, you know, a bookkeeper full-time to keep track of how it works. I'm not talking about that, but something that could just be simple and fun and easy for March Madness. Kind of bracket pool, or I don't know. I don't know what it would be. It seems like there ought to be something. Anybody seen much first off the line select breaking yet? I'm just curious as to how well it's been doing. As in, what have you seen come out of it that's been really good? Not how well has it been doing money-wise. I mean, results-wise. I do have those first off the line boxes that I've got to do something with. I just don't know what yet. Drew Holiday Prism, John Collins for the Hawks to 149. That is Okogie for the T-Wolves. Okogie, however you say it. Robin Lopez, and behind it is a Kristaps Porzingis, both prisms. Dave Cowens throwback, 199 Celtics. He's got a nice signature. And a good, effective use of white space. The way he signed it. To 299, Wendell Carter Jr. and the Bulls. A tricolor Troy Brown Jr. There's a Kevin Knox to 199 for the Knicks. Lonnie Walker Prism for the Spurs. Julius Randle is coming out here for the Lakers. You know, Julius Randle has been playing a lot better since he got to New Orleans, I think. He's been playing more up to his potential than he ever did when he was there. Karl Anthony Towns Prism. But, you know, I think part of it is just that he got hurt, you know. Remember, he broke his leg his rookie year. A Doncic tricolor. And it is also premier level for the Dallas Mavericks. And I think he just kind of never got back on track exactly with the Lakers. And I think he needed the fresh start because he has been playing well in New Orleans. Kyle Kuzma to 249 for the Lakers. Ah, Griffin, that is yours. Dave Cowens is yours. Well, good, man. Congratulations on that. Musa, tricolor, Nets. Villacunas, 210. Toronto Raptors. That's a nice relic. It should be, right? I mean, it's numbered 10, so it should be a nice relic. But that's very cool. Very, very cool relic. All right, it is last box mojo time. That means we're looking for, I thought I'd cut this, but I guess I haven't. We're looking for the big hits. We want to find the big smoking zillion-dollar hit in here, right? I mean, we hit the 8 earlier, which was nice. And we have 2 redemptions. We don't know who's on the other side of those yet. So those could also be big fiery hits. But just traditionally, we try to call forth the heavy artillery mojo when we get here to the last box. We try to make it work. And we'll see what we can do. See if we can turn it into something amazing. We hope. And of course, after we look at the cards here in this last box, we will recap everything. Actually, what will happen is we'll look at the rest of these cards, then we'll flip over our 2 redemptions, go to the Panini website, get those verified. And by verified, I mean we'll check the team on the checklist, and we will also find out what, if anything, it's going to be numbered to. Then after we do the redemptions, then we will recap our autographs, our relics, the die cuts, and some of the, like the case hit and the really low numbered stuff, like the things to 10, that sort of thing, the tie-dye. So that's kind of how the last few minutes of the break are going to go here. Patty Mills and the Spurs to 249. Tricolor Jarrett Allen. That is a courtside Kentavious Caldwell Pope, numbered to 60 for the Lakers. Tricolor Kawhi Leonard. Embiid, 76ers. Isn't his knee all jacked up again? I mean, he's a great player, but man, he has a hard time staying healthy. Colin Sexton Prism, followed by a Michael Porter Jr. Prism. Back-to-back rookie prisms, not too shabby. Jordan Bell to 199. Derek Favors and the Jazz with a prism. A die-cut orange Mo Bamba to 65 for the Magic. Tricolor Anthony Simons. D'Angelo Russell and the Nets. Well, now look at that. Ugh, these 2 cards. Why, they got to make my life difficult, right? Dennis Smith Jr. And that is numbered to 49, Dallas Mavericks. Taj Gibson, T-Wolves. And Mo Wagner and the Lakers. Mo Wagner and the Lakers were kind of popular tonight combination, wasn't it? Now, see, that's just a stupid excuse for an autograph. It's numbered to 199. I mean, what is that even? That's, good grief. Well, suffice to say, if Mo Wagner ever has kids and they want to forge a parent's signature on their homework or a note or something they've got to send back to school, well, they won't have any trouble. That's just ridiculous. All right, let's find out who is on the opposite side of our redemptions here. And then, of course, as I said, after we flip them, we'll go to the Panini website, get them verified. Then we'll come back and we'll recap all of that. And obviously these. Let me get my Sharpie because I'm going to need to label these. First one is Lonnie Walker. That's going to be the Spurs. Rookie Signatures Neon Green Prisms. So Spurs are going to have a Lonnie Walker. And the other one is... oh, it's Landry for the 76ers. Rookie Jersey Autographs. Oh, man, that moved on me. That's all right. It's on a sleeve, so you can just take it off and throw it away when you get it. I just like to have it on there because... when I'm sorting, just one less thing to have to stop and think about, right? I can just like see it and run and rip and go, and life is good. All right, let's get you over here to the same page I am on. And we're going to work our way through this fabulous little drop-down menu here until we get where we need to be to get these verified. We'll take a look at the Lonnie Walker first. Rookie Signatures Neon Green. Rookie Signatures Neon Green Prisms. Rookie Signatures Neon Green Prisms. There we go. Card number 21. Where are you, Lonnie Walker? There he is. San Antonio Spurs. He will be numbered to 99. Then... we need to find Rookie Jersey Autographs. That's our Landry. He's going to be card number 11 when we get there. Rookie Jersey Autographs. And there he is, 76ers. He will be numbered to 199. So let me write that on there. And those are done. Switch you back here to me. And let's recap. We'll look through our die cuts first. So you have the Magic, Spurs, Lakers, Warriors, Clippers, Warriors, Magic, Clippers, Nets, Jazz, Sixers, Nets, the Bulls, the Nets, the Celtics, the Atlanta Hawks, the T-Wolves, the Suns, and the Nuggets. Those are your die cuts for tonight. And of course, loads of other numbered stuff, but I just kind of set aside what was some of the lowest numbered. And then, of course, our case hit, the Zebra. It's not numbered, but it is a case hit. It's Mo Bamba for the Magic with a courtside Zebra. I mean, that's a nice hit. If you've got Orlando, that's actually a really nice hit, I think. Troy Brown Jr. to 60, courtside for the Wizards. A Chris Paul for the Rockets, numbered to 10, the gold parallel. There's a courtside for the Lakers, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to 60. And the only tie-dye we found in the case is for the Thunder, Terrence Ferguson to 25. Our redemptions, Shamet, 76ers, will be to 199. Lonnie Walker for the Spurs will be to 99. And then we have the Mavericks, followed by the Raptors, the Celtics with the nice little Dave Cowens, the Lakers. That one is actually oddly, let's just look at these two side by side. That one is somehow slightly better than the one on the right, but they both are terrible autographs. But anyway, you got a pair of Mo Wagner autographs if you're the Lakers. Kyrie Irving, Celtics. There's Marvin Bagley for Sacramento. Mo Wagner relic for the Lakers. Elfrid Payton. That one's numbered to 99 for New Orleans. Mo Bamba and the Magic. And Kyle O'Quinn, also the Magic. DeMar DeRozan for the Spurs. There's the nice little Andrew Wiggins in flight to 99 for the T-Wolves. Cavaliers. It's Paul George as a Pacer. Wendell Carter Jr. for the Bulls. That is the Trailblazers. Jared Vanderbilt is the Nuggets. We looked at that pile. We haven't looked at this one, though. There's Embiid for the 76ers. The Lakers with, not the Lakers. Yes, the Lakers. Julius Randle as a Laker. I'll get it out in a minute. 49. I was correct the first time. He plays for New Orleans currently, but obviously that card said Lakers for the team, so that's where it's going to go. Kelly Oubre for the Wizards. Anthony Simons, Trailblazers. Isaiah Thomas. Musa. This, of course, goes to the Oklahoma City Thunder, the former Supersonics, current Thunder. That's to 199. The Wizards, Troy Brown to 199. The Raptors with a relic for Kyle Lowry. Kevin Durant relic for the Warriors. The T-Wolves with a Wiggins relic. Robin Lopez for the Knicks. And there's that good-looking card right there. Is nice DeAndre Ayton signature for the Phoenix Suns to 199. Clint Capella and the Rockets to 199. And we got started tonight with an Anthony Simons relic for the Portland Trailblazers. So that, kids, is the break for tonight. I will put up our spreadsheet stuff here one final time for anybody who might have missed it. We'll take a look at your shipping information, anticipated shipping dates, and then we'll look at the breaks coming up in the days ahead. So, of course, the autographed baseballs that we opened to start the night, those will be on the way to you no later than Friday a week from today. Typically, that free shipping stuff projects out at no later than a week after the fact, but most of the time it ships a lot faster, but that would be the latest it would go to you. Encased football, select basketball should be on the way to you on or before Tuesday. And if you got skunked and encased, any consolation cards you are due will be shipped to you with the rest of the break. Every team pulled cards in select basketball, so we don't have to worry about that. And the autographed baseballs, if you were not pulled there, your consolation card is typically going to be held until your next package ships, unless you message and tell me otherwise, in which case I would gladly send it on sooner. Otherwise, I'll just save it up, and then when the next time you do have something shipping, I would send it on with that. So our breaks that are coming up tomorrow night, we're going to do a Gold Rush autographed basketball jersey, half case of Heritage Baseball. That's going to be the start of a new case. On Sunday, a Leaf autographed full-size football helmet, the last one I have. Leaf Best of Basketball, the last case I have. A 20-box master case of Contenders Optic Football. Monday night, we'll open encased football again, and we'll open a half case of Donruss Baseball. That's the back half of the case. On Tuesday, Leaf Valiant Baseball comes out. That's the one that is guaranteed to have one graded card per box. It'll be graded 9.5 or higher. Of course, there's lots of other hits in there too, but I'm just kind of, letting you know which one of the products that particular one is. And then select basketball again on Tuesday night as well. Wednesday, we'll open Valiant Baseball a second time, and we'll open more Contenders Optic, but as a 10-box inner case on Wednesday. And that is what we look like in the 5 days ahead. And I guess I'm kind of all wrapped up for tonight. So thanks, everyone, for spending part of your Friday with me. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I will be back at it tomorrow night. So, hey, stop by and see me again. Until then, take care. We'll see you next time.